We weren't supposed to fight that day. We were sent to rescue. In and out. Simple. That's what they told us. But the moment we crossed that line, I knew something was wrong, because the people we were sent to save were already gone. The silence was the first clue. It was too quiet for a city that should have been full of life. By the time we realized we were the ones being hunted, it was already too late. We fought for every inch of ground, but the mission had changed. Survival was the only goal now. I still see their faces in the smoke, the ones we couldn't reach, the ones who never made it out. Every mission starts with a silence you can feel, a weight on your chest before the storm. The call came in just before sunrise. A unit had gone silent in a remote area. No response, no signal, nothing, just the static on the radio. Our job was simple. Go in, find them, bring them back. We didn't question it. We never did. In this world, you trust your gut. In this line of work, questions are a luxury. We move as one step at a time into the unknown. We don't leave anyone behind. Mission starts now. Stay sharp.
They tell you training is everything. They tell you that if you're prepared, you can handle anything. But some things you can't train for. You only learn about them when it's too late. There were 6 of us, trained, experienced, ready for anything. Or at least, that's what we thought. We joked on the way there, like always. No one knew. It would be the last time we laughed. The air was different that day. When we crossed the line, everything changed. The silence was the first thing I noticed. Whatever was waiting for us out there, it wasn't human, and it wasn't staying hidden anymore. Don't go into the dark, not unless you're ready to stay there. They say you can hear the danger before you see it. But here, there was nothing. Just that same heavy silence I'd felt before, and it never meant anything good. We reached the location fast, too fast, no resistance, no signs of life. The air felt thick, like it was holding its breath, waiting for us to make a mistake. Every instinct I had was screaming at me to turn back, but we were already inside. When the world goes this quiet, it's not because it's empty, it's because something is watching. Then the silence broke, and I realized we weren't alone. It was time to face whatever was waiting in the dark.
We found the first sign near the entrance. A helmet on the ground. Then we found another and another. And then we saw it, blood. But there were no bodies anywhere. That's when the mission changed. We weren't there to rescue anyone anymore. We were walking into something else. We moved in slowly, weapons ready, eyes everywhere. The zone doesn't welcome visitors. It just tolerates them for a while. Every step felt wrong. It was too quiet. A heavy, oppressive silence that seemed to swallow the sound of our own boots. And then, the radio started to glitch. First static, then something much worse. A voice that wasn't ours. We shouldn't have been there. We all felt it, but no one wanted to be the first to turn back. Static began to drown out our comms, replaced by a low, rhythmic hum that vibrated in our very bones. That's when we felt it. The space between us was thinning, stretching into something impossible. The zone doesn't just take you, it rewrites you. It changes your memories until you can't remember the sun. If you hear the hum, don't look back. May the static be merciful.
We were halfway through the mission when the signal first started to dip, just a slight flicker. I thought it was just the magnetic storms from the nearby pulsar, standard interference. But then the main array went cold. Not a ping, not a whisper. Static, just static. We tried to call base. Nothing. Tried backup channel. Nothing. We were cut off, completely alone. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't an accident. This was a lockout. The internal logs were wiped. Every trace of the command code gone. Someone wanted us dark. Out here, in the deep black, silence isn't just empty. It's an announcement. Now I'm just waiting to see who's coming to finish the job. Mission log, day 14. We finally reached the coordinates. The facility was quiet, too quiet. There was no one to meet us at the landing zone. No signs of the Alpha unit, just endless static on every frequency. I found the signal booster. It wasn't broken by the storm. It was sabotaged from the inside. That's when I saw the decrypted logs. They weren't distress calls. They were lure signals. Someone wanted us here. The missing unit, the silence, the broken signal. It was all planned. We weren't rescuers. We were never meant to save anyone. We were the next targets, and they're already inside. Run, get out now. It was the kind of quiet that makes your ears ring. We were just moving, focused on the path. The first shot dropped the man in front of me. No warning, no sound before it. Then everything exploded. It wasn't just a fight, it was an eruption of violence. Gunfire from every direction. The air was thick with the smell of cordite and fear. We didn't even know where to shoot. We were fighting shadows in the tree line. It was chaos. Pure, unadulterated chaos that strips away everything you thought you knew. In those few seconds, the world we walked into was gone. Only the smoke remained. We weren't just under attack, we were being rewritten. They said it was safe. They were wrong. Everything changed in a heartbeat. The first explosion was just the beginning. The world as I knew it vanished. Panic is a funny thing. It either freezes you, or it makes you move. I had to make a choice. Stay and hide, or take the only chance I had. The only way out was forward, through the heart of the chaos. One breath, one step. That's all it takes to cross the line. Then the world exploded again. Gunfire echoed through the trees. No time to think. I don't remember deciding to run. My body just moved. I ran through smoke, through gunfire, not even knowing where I was going. I just knew one thing. If I stopped, I was dead. Survival isn't about strength, it's about not stopping.
They said it was a failed rescue mission, that we were ambushed. But they never told the truth, because this wasn't just an ambush, it was planned. And whoever set that trap knew we were coming. What I discovered after that was even worse. And I'll tell you in the next story.